YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. Let's load up the Carthage campaign and get things started back where we left off. Carthage campaign has definitely at least been interesting for me so far. If you think so, then that's probably why you're watching this, and if you don't think so, why the heck are you watching this? No, just kidding. Yeah, I thought it's been pretty good so far. Pretty excited about it. A lot of you keep telling me about how Civil War's coming. I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I guess I don't really understand that mechanic because I haven't really read that far into how a campaign works. I don't know if it's supposed to be something maybe similar to what we experienced with Realm Divide or something in Shogun 2. Some event to try and give you a late game challenge. Not sure. I find that we have plenty of challenge going right now, late game. I mean, we basically have an alliance of the world versus me, except for the Sesatani, who for some reason have decided to like me, which is inexplicable but much welcome. So I've got all kinds of troops here. Let's see if we can use my mercenary veteran. He must be out of moves. Or no, I can't use them to take out these agents because I engaged them into that mode or whatever that's called. Okay, so I think recently we just took out a Syracusan fleet. That's probably the remnants of it. I've got my troops marching. We're gonna get up here and get close to the Adriatic so we can cross. Not sure what my target will be. Taking out the Ardiai's main settlement would be helpful, to be certain. Okay. It looks like we need to end the turn at this moment. I think the reason I didn't end the turn before I did last time is just because I was pretty much out of time, which, speaking of, I'm going to set my timer here to help me get these into nice 30-minute episodes, which helps me release them to you daily when I do them short like that. So give me just a second. Some of you probably don't want me to start the timer, but maybe some of you do. You're like, Air, I can't stand another minute of you. It has to be exactly 30 minutes. Whatever works. Alright. Got a timer going so I can keep track of time. Sometimes I lose track of time. Let's upgrade my agents, which seems to be a turn that we have to, or something we have to take care of on every turn. Let's see, manipulation to assassination, poisoning assassination at least, counterintelligence, campaign movement. Let's do that assassination there. Bane of Rome. Why did it do that? Okay, so it looks like the general could be leveled up. So minus 8% recruitment, plus 4 morale, plus 2 morale. Wow, minus 60 to public order penalties due to local province, foreign culture. That's cool. What else could we add to this guy? Let's throw the warrior thing in here and see if maybe that'll help that general gain even more. Ambassadors of Atlas. I don't like any of these names. Ooh, that one gives me plus melee attack skill. That's cool. Plus 4 cultural conversion in the local province. That would be pretty handy as this army helps to conquer. Alright, so let's go ahead and end this turn and see what happens. Rome is just down to a single tattered fleet roaming, and you can see them over there. Rome is roaming. I'll see if I can attack them right now with my fleet and finish off Rome once and for all. Sparta's gonna come ashore and ambush my forces, which, I mean, they get an ambush, but I'm not sure what good this is gonna do them. My forces are no doubt going to be quite superior to their own, though it looks like, I don't know, my general's with them. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Oh well. I like to see the AI taking these ambushes, to be honest. I don't think this is the smartest position to take one, but I like that they're taking it in the sense that I think that it's good to see the AI trying to take advantage of me marching in that forced march stance. I think it's good, at least. So it's kind of weird. It doesn't show my general and my troops there. It just shows my 2 Carthaginian cav. They must have killed my general with an agent just before the battle or something. That's kind of cool how it starts out the ambush. by showing your general. So we could have Spartans coming on either side of us. Let's get my pikemen into pike phalanx. Get my swords behind, line of hoplites behind them. Okay, I got a general form going here. Should have a pike phalanx up front to protect against these Pericloi spears coming down the hill. Get my Carthaginian cav engaged here.
Our general is under attack. Libyan infantry! Cavalry! Ready! Cavalry!
I'm gonna try and get into these skirmisher cav. They're gonna chase me with some Pericloi hoplites, so I'll have to watch out there. Okay. I'm gonna easily, well, I thought I was easily gonna handle these guys from the front. I think I'm getting hit with skirmisher fire. So, good grief. I wish I could like put my cav on skirmish mode just to stay away from like cavalry seeking AI units that just chase my cav. Look, they're ignoring the fact that they're being attacked in the back and just chasing my cav. It's kind of annoying. Makes it somewhat hard to get anything done. Okay, looks like my guys are holding back these Pericloi spears. I think the only reason they took a lot of damage is because... Okay, so I've got these guys caught. Now I can hit them in the back. Let's bring these pikemen around. I should have done that a while ago. Throw some more guys into that fight. This hella javelin been pinned down. Here comes a hammer and anvil charge onto these Pericloi spears that were chasing me, so tides have turned on them. They wanted to catch my cavalry, now my cavalry's caught them. So I think that's both fair and poetic. And they are now completely defeated.
The battle is turning in our favor.
And it looks like the Spartans up front are going to get defeated as well. My pikes are going to take these guys out. Got those skirmishers after me here. I'm going to chase off this Tarentine cav. Actually pull one cav unit over here and see if I can get in around these other skirmishers. So we beat back that Spartan ambush even better than the Athenian ambush. We've got the Tarentine cav pinned down here. It's not very good in melee. It's just mainly a skirmish unit, and it's not necessarily all that great at that. So Carthaginian cav going to take them out. Sweet. The Great Escape got another achievement for the ambushes, I guess. That's pretty cool. We did well there. The pikes definitely seem to be weak from the front to high armor units. But I'll try them in formation attack next time and see if it makes it different. I noticed I just took him out of it again. Let's kill those Spartans. Send them packing. And yeah, they've got their veteran here who obviously killed my general just before the battle, which is always convenient. Either killed him or wounded him. Looks like we've got the Illyrians trying to take Ariminum, and it looks like the heroes of Ariminum are called upon once again to save their lands from the onslaught of Ardiaei forces. So let's see if once again they can prove their mettle by killing yet another trash army of Ardiaei. I have no idea how these guys have any more troops. Like, their lands would be completely barren and just full of widows at this point because of all the men that I have killed in battle. But oh well. These guys really want me to die, and they really want to take Ariminum, and they are really not going to accomplish it while I live. So here we go. Let's get my troops around the town square. I get 2 Carthaginian hoplites here, which is great because those are going to be decent units. 1 citizen militia, which isn't great, but better than the... Well, actually, it's less than the Libyans. I always thought it was better. Oh, it's better in armor and health, or it's better in armor, but not in attack. Interesting. So it can hold longer, maybe? I got quite a few hoplites here, though. I'm feeling pretty confident. This is a nice garrison. Okay. And then I'm going to get 2 units of javelin men as well by pulling those guys onto land.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
So, enemy's going to start out here, and I would just go out and get them, but they have this Illyrian cav, which is... I figured this would be skirmisher cav, but it's not. Speaking of, let's get all my guys out of formation attack. Got my javelins. Okay, and they are all off the boats. I'll take them out of skirmish mode and out of fire at will. Pull them in here to the town center. And basically I'm going to fast forward and let the AI get a chance to move up, because I really want to catch the AI in the streets, which is where my guys are going to have an advantage, especially considering that the AI is going to disembark all of these troops. If I had just a little bit of cavalry, I could go run down all these skirmishers, but I don't. And this mercenary Illyrian cav would pose a threat to me anyway. So I'm thinking Carthaginian cav could take them, but obviously I'm not going to have any cav in my in just my garrison troops. Let's see, so fast forward and see what the Illyrians are going to do. Now they're moving up all their slave slingers. They got a horde of spearmen coming through the streets. Yeah, big horde of spearmen.
Baal Hamon guards us. Hoplites ready.
Let's make a nice thick line of hoplites right here. I'm assuming the AI is going to round that corner and come for the town center. They might be stupid and just run through here, though.
Baal Hamon gives us strength.
I can't tell what they're going to do, to be quite honest. I'm going to go ahead, though, and put all of my guys into a hoplite phalanx, as they should do marginally better in combat. I did test that in the patch 7 beta, and the hoplites still do tend to do better in a hoplite phalanx. The problem is you can't engage them in hoplite phalanx after they've gone into combat, so you really can't use hoplites aggressively anymore. But you can use them somewhat defensively. I mean, they will still get just absolutely owned by Roman units or barbarian sword units, but they will put up a much better fight in the hoplite phalanx. And I still prefer to take them out of formation attack, because they still get the bonus from being in hoplite phalanx, but they'll still come out of the formation, which is counterintuitive, but that's the way it works. Look at these guys like coming in like a column formation trying to push through me. Alright, so my Carthaginian hoplites ought to hold the line here very well. With that type of defense, they will easily hold back the Illyrian spears, I believe. I just need to keep an eye from this standpoint to make sure that I don't get any missiles coming up and getting a hold of me. There's going to be a whole bunch of enemy skirmishers back here. And I really want to get a bunch of these Illyrian spears routed. There are some slingers taking shots at me back here, though. That's kind of an issue. I'm going to run one unit of hoplites and try and come at the flank of all these skirmisher units. They're actually firing into the flank of one of my Libyan hoplite units. I'm going to turn to face. Actually, I'll just back up a little as well. Okay, there we go.
Our spears are yours. Baal Hamon has blessed us.
Okay.
At the ready. Spearmen, marching order.
I should be able to actually push into these slingers and javelin men with these hoplites that are freed up. And this actually ought to work out to my favor. Yeah, because I'm going to catch all these guys here. There's some slave javelin men coming at me from that street. I can't keep my flank turned to them because they're going to destroy me with javelins. Caught in a bit of a catch-22 here because I don't want to face my back to any of these units. These hoplites are getting torn up, actually, in combat because they're surrounded. So, trying to do everything I can at this point just to get these guys to quit shooting.
Spears ready.
I'm doing alright in the spear fight for now.
The gods
These hoplites
with
are
us.
surrounded, but I would hope that in melee combat they're dying a lot faster than I'd like to see, especially considering how high my defense is and how poor the melee attack of these units are. But nevertheless, it looks like we are breaking these units over here. It's a mercenary coastal levy right here. Interesting unit. Looks like an... Oh gosh! I wish I would have gone into hoplite phalanx there, because I just got charged by a mercenary Illyrian cav that got a pretty fair number of kills, actually, which is frustrating. Let's see if I can put some javelins back on the enemy units here. Alright, good. I'm going to start chucking some javelins into these guys. Alright, we've broken through all of their slingers and stuff over here. I'm going to throw my javelins at this mercenary Illyrian cav real quick. See if I can kill some of them. They're about to rout anyway. Good. That ought to do. There's an Illyrian cav into the back of my hoplites here, which isn't good, but I just did an infantry rear attack on all their spears and routed their spears. Javelins are taking down their skirmishers here. Yeah, we're in good shape. So the heroes of Ariminum once again stand their ground against the hordes of inferior crap troops and prove their mettle in the face of what the AI considers to be overwhelming odds. I think they're going to have to bring a lot more crap troops than that if they actually expect to win. And there are a number of them left still, though. But we've shattered a good majority of them. Take these hoplites over this way.
Our enemy have lost a victory point.
Okay, so it looks like we've pretty much pushed the enemy back. Just a few slave javelin men there. A few slave javelin men coming down this street. A few more out here. Yeah, so just a few more javelin units. And a regrouped spear unit here, which my guys ought to be able to take down. So this battle may not be all that exciting, but just kind of shows you that if the AI would just bring a few units of decent caliber, they would actually win this fight. But in this case, they won't. These Illyrian Thurios spears, which is actually a general unit, that's a decent unit. It's kind of like a light hoplite. Their javelins right now being hurled into my hoplites, and that I don't like, because their javelins will actually be fairly effective. When they're on flaming, it doesn't worry me as much, because it's going to hurt their morale, and they've actually hit their own guys with them there and hurt their morale. The morale blow scares me if I'm at a risk of being attacked from behind, but when I'm not, I mean, because the morale impact is significant, but the damage impact is minimal. So that's why I usually don't care if the AI is throwing flaming javelins at me. It doesn't tend to bother me. Wow, those units all got quite a few kills. I wish these guys got to keep their experience chevrons as the garrison. That would be cool. I don't know if maybe that's something the CA could do, is see if the garrison units get to keep their chevrons over time. Maybe that would be too overpowered. I don't know, but it's pretty awesome. So we pushed the Ardiaei back once again because they're losers, and look, they've got another fleet right up behind. It's like, yeah, we all just died, but we've had our government's sponsored breeding programs underway, and we've got a whole new army ready to go. We've been raising troops to maturity year after year. The desert snake, so the Gaiatuli must be. So this is where they must have destroyed household, hidden agent, exposed construction. Huh. Let's see what we got here. He's from Meganid. They're all Meganid, plus 10 morale for all units, plus 1 gravitas. I don't want that, because then he'll take it away from me. I could do it if I could adopt him, but I'm not sure if I'd get to. Plus 10% morale for all units will be good. And we'll take a horse bodyguard. Sacred Company also needs it, so I hope these guys are dying of natural causes, because this really bothers me that I'm replacing this many generals. Where would the Gaiatuli be at? That's worrying me. Defender of Carthage. Maybe they have a fleet sailing over this way or something. I have no idea what these guys are talking about. That Macedonian fleet, did it run? Yeah, look, it took off back this way. Well, we'll just kind of pursue in that direction. Keep moving my fleet to help protect that point. These Spartan forces here, we're going to chase them down and kill them because I don't want them getting behind my lines and causing issues. Alright. So now I'm just going to bring these troops over here. I'm going to take this army out of forced march. Bring them over here as well. Alright, so I've got all my troops basically all set up over here. Let's see if we can get rid of this Spartan. Probably not a great chance with this spy, but we'll try it. Manipulation failed. But my spy increased in rank instead of getting wounded, so that never hurts. -6 upkeep, solicit. So +6% chance of soliciting a traitor. That's cool. I'm gonna take that one. I have all these other agents here. Let's see if any of them. This spy's got quite a bit of rank. Let's see, assassination's looking like 21%, or manipulation at 25%. Let's try the manipulation. Nope. And that one increased to rank 6. Well, maybe trying to kill this guy is at least good for helping me increase in rank. +12 the campaign movement. Military intelligence. Plus poisoning and plus tempting. That's cool. Let's do that. Alright, well, I think I have some other agents. We could try my own. Got a pretty decent chance of slaughter. And a pretty good chance of coercion as well.
My skills have swayed many men.
Enemy agent defects. Well, that's cool.
I am the champion of the gods.
Well, now you belong to me, turd. Alright, and I get to upgrade him. I'm going to give him this one that gives plus chance of critical success. We do have a couple of other enemy agents over here as well. So it seems like there's no rest for me when it comes to getting rid of enemy agents. Let's see if there's anything we can do to get rid of either one of them. Having to like spend all my time and money to get rid of these enemy agents. Try and coerce them into our cause as well. Alright, nothing going. Hopefully I don't lose any more generals on this turn because of that. Let's see, and there's a Roman agent here. You know what? I know a good way to get rid of that Roman agent. We're going to take this fleet and sink the last survivors of the Roman faction. Goodbye, Romans. There goes their agent. Faction destroyed. Rome. Eat it. And Hanno's navigators increased in experience as well. So that was worth it. Let's see, can we do either one of these yet? So plus melee attack for assault ships, plus weapons for assault ships. I'd kind of like to get this ramming boost though. So I'll go ahead and run another one. So plus health for all ships, that's cool. Plus melee defense, plus 1 experience. -10 piracy penalties in local sea region, that's kind of cool. Plus 4% shots per minute. Let's do this minus piracy thing, that might come in handy. Some people are saying if I hold over it I can see how much the piracy is. Punishment. Let's see, some of you think that I have piracy going on over here, so let's see. Friendly sea region. Piracy, -8% wealth. -48% wealth. So yeah, putting ships on patrol there might help. I see what y'all are saying. Thanks for the tip. Let's see. This army needs to get into Ariminum to help protect in case this... We'll just go into forced march and get in the city here. And I'll start spreading some of these agents out to help my armies. And then let's see. So I can get this navy retrained basically. And it looks like we should have a fairly easy time punching our way over to Apollonia at the moment. In fact, there's not really a whole lot of resistance. I'm kind of almost thinking we could just... I'm worried though. Like, I'm gonna wait till the next turn when I have my navy to support me, and then we'll attack Apollonia on our next turn. If we can get it in there, that should really take a lot of focus out of Italy and on over to Greece where I want it to be. Let's see, building wise, we can build another grain market, which might help us from a financial standpoint. So I want to spend a little money doing that every time I get a chance. Plus 10 wealth from agriculture, that's cool. We'll throw that in as well. Alright, and our income is up some. It is up some. Of course, we're stabilizing some of our provinces and finishing a few buildings. It should go way up, and as I get more and more money, I'll do my best to go back and improve some of the mistakes that I made with my choices. Now check this out. So the Ardiaei, I killed them, and they're back with 2 basically full stack armies. Basically just, again, full of trash units with a trash load of slingers. And the only cab unit I have is my general. So, once again, this is going to be kind of a big nuisance, but I don't know what these guys are kidding at. Oh, my guys do get to keep their experience. Check that out. I wonder if they get to keep that over mini battles, or if they just kept it this time because it's like basically getting attacked the turn after. I don't know, that's interesting. Maybe I was asking CA to do something they've already done. So the heroes of Ariminum get to once again come forth, making their either 3rd or 4th appearance in the campaign. In fact, maybe we just rename the Sacred Company the Heroes of Ariminum or something, or how I may even be saying that town name wrong. So sorry if you are like, oh my gosh, Air, you're killing me. Yes, my bad. So there's one big group's going to come in by fleet. I think another, well, I think they're actually both going to come in from the sea. So we could actually wait to see where these guys are going to land. We could leave a few hoplites just to guard the town center, like here, for instance. And we could take actually we could take all the Carthaginian hoplites, all my Libyan infantry, leave my general with all the Libyan hoplites and the town militia, the javelin men. These guys can protect the town square and the peasants. And we got these. Start battle. Looks like we get to control a large army, and wow, there's gonna be a considerable number of Illyrian ships coming in, and I'm actually kind of thinking I might run out to where these guys are gonna come in and beach their ships and just kill them as soon as they get off the boats. Of course, I'll have to stand far enough back that they can't get a hold of me. And what I'll do is actually split up these guys. There are a few Illyrians coming overland. So the next big landing zone is over here, and that's probably where they're gonna have to come in. Dadgummit, what happened?
Awaiting orders! Libyan infantry!
You know, let's send one more Libyan infantry this way. It's gonna take these boats over here longer to get over here and land, so I'm gonna go put a few troops over here. Far enough back that their slingers and javelin men can't get me, but I can rush forward and attack them as soon as they land. That way their skirmishers won't really get a chance to run away, is what I'm hoping to bank on here. And let's see, we've got a few Illyrians coming from this direction. Just some tattered coastal levies, spearmen. So that's the tattered remnants of the army that I just killed. And it looks like, yeah, a lot of their boats are coming over here to land. Let's bring these garrison naval units this way. And we'll just keep running on over here as quick as I can and see if we can pin these guys back up against the beach. If it's a bunch of their slingers and stuff. Looks like mostly spearmen though. No, there are some slingers. Again, we'll keep our distance until they've disembarked and then attack them. Got one unit of Illyrian cav trying to come off there. My troops running out into this vicinity. Illyrian spearmen. Okay, good. We should be able to catch a whole bunch of their transports disembarking, and then we'll do the same thing over here, catch a whole bunch of their transports disembarking. And I got plenty of guys to defend the town center, so I'm just going to split my forces. I know there's a whole lot of Illyrian spearmen over here, but my Libyan swords ought to make pretty short work of any of these spearmen. Just take my guys out of formation attack to make sure they do.
Infantry at your command.
So what we'll do is just kind of bracket these guys in. Okay. We should be able to get these guys without too much issue. I'll keep an eye on the tactical map just to show you what's going on. Illyrians everywhere, basically. And let's just do our best to keep track of the whole situation. Got some coastal levies trying to get into the back of me. I don't have time for that. Alright, the Illyrian spearmen are off the boats over here. All their troops are off the boat over here. Illyrian spearmen, slave slingers. So I'm gonna just... Alright, I'm gonna catch those Illyrian spearmen there. Took care of those coastal levies. Or I thought I did. One of them got into me here. It's actually causing a pretty fair amount of damage. But I'll just plow on with my other skirmisher unit real quick. I'm not sure why these guys haven't routed already. I mean, they're coastal levies. Oh, come on, really? That one damage unit of coastal levies is going to get my men to waver? Come on. It's ridiculous. Let's get rid of those slave slingers real quick. Okay, my swords have already trashed one unit of spearmen. We got some spearmen on the ground. So see, there's still some slave slingers sitting on their boats here, so I'm not going to come attack these guys out there because they'll just sit there on their boats and hurl stones at me and cause a considerable amount of damage. These guys, though, I'm doing very well against them. They really don't have a chance. Spearmen are going to get destroyed. Okay, let's see if I can keep track of everything still. Their boats are starting around the corner there. Let's see, what do we got back here? One tattered unit of spearmen and one tattered unit of Illyrian cav dismounted. Or maybe not dismounted, I didn't look close. Okay, they've got a Illyrian spear unit trying to get around me. So I'm going to disengage from this fight and take them. Yeah, I don't want those guys getting around me to the town center. I want to kill them out here. Looks like we're going to shatter another unit. Yeah, my Libyan infantry are doing really well against these guys. Oh, wow, the slingers are now in range of my hoplites. The problem is there's still two boats full of slave slingers back there, so what I'm going to do is pull back and then see if I can get around. Yeah, I'm going to try and get around these slave slingers, kind of encapsulate all this. Let's see, is that a... Okay, that's a transport of spearmen. Okay, all those... I don't need to get both those hoplites in that fight. There we go. I want to get all these... The slingers are hurting my swords pretty bad, and my swords are pretty tired. So it's going to be hard for me to catch them, I think.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
But I did catch them. Let's not blob up, because, I mean, let's be honest, one unit of my swords is going to be enough. Let's take out these Illyrian spearmen. There's 2 units of Illyrian spearmen here, actually. And one of my Libyan infantry is getting destroyed. I think it's because that Illyrian spear unit was like running around in the middle of my unit, and it probably was like I was... Oh, what a rip-off. It was probably treating it as if I was trying to disengage, and they were just running there in the center of me. That ticks me off. Just lost a unit of Libyan infantry. My hoplites are losing to the Illyrian hoplites? Really? That also seems like a load of garbage. Of course, they have slingers flying at my guy. Look, their guys just sitting here running around me, and they're not dying one after another. What a bunch of crap garbage. Okay, they got even more Illyrian spearmen coming here. Take out yet another unit. Oh, gosh, man, these slingers are killing me. I wonder why the AI has such easy access to slingers and Carthage has such, you know, difficult access to slingers, like not that much access to them. What do we got? Illyrian spearmen, slave slingers, slingers. spearmen, or cavalry, spearmen. Okay, so if we can pin these few slingers in right as they get off their boats, we'll be alright. So let's go ahead and start running that direction. It's going to be kind of tricky now because we're going to have to fight on two fronts. Okay. Well, at least we've pretty much...
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I'm going to use those guys. We've pretty much taken care of business there. I'm not even sure the AI has the ability to unload all of its troops here. There's some Illyrian spearmen coming at the town center. And that
The men are
dismounted
wavering.
Illyrian cav as well. Should be able to fight them off. Let's get over here. Get formation attack off. No formation attack. No formation, no formation. We gotta go pin these slingers in now. Because those slingers have already caused like 15 casualties. That's insane. Come on, get away from that unit. Go get this one. There we go. Let's go pin these slingers in. Actually, I'm gonna have to get around. Come on, get. Oh my gosh. Get around there. Alright, now we can use this hoplite to get into those slingers. This Libyan infantry just got surrounded. The AI got me surrounded. My swords already won that fight. Good. So I'll take them here. I want to keep spreading out as much as I can. We're going to have to take these guys out quick. The quicker the better. There's probably stuff going on elsewhere in the battlefield too, but I have little... I'm going to have to make sure I micro this and win. I'm already doing a pretty poor job of micro. But we did catch all of these slave slingers before they could do too much damage. Transports, mercenary Illyrian cav. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. Back at the town center. Okay, good. We beat back those few attackers there, so no big deal. Okay. Wow, this is fighting all across the map. Okay, we got a lot more Illyrian units that just hopped off the boats over here, so we'll pull up a front to meet them. These hoplites could get attacked from behind, so come on, rout. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I can engage these guys. Okay. Just want to get my men pulled all the way around the flank here. Get some javelins off.
The men are wavering.
Where are my men wavering? I don't get where my men are wavering. What the? What's going on? There's an Illyrian cav unit here that I can't really see. And an Illyrian spearman that managed to get into the middle of my skirmishers somehow in the town center. I guess I should have looked at the mini-map rather than elsewhere. Okay. There's a mercenary Illyrian cav here engaging my, looks like it's engaging my Libyan infantry, so this is going to be an easy win. Looks like we're going to beat back the Ardiaei once again.
The enemy general
Not so surprisingly, but no doubt they are already breeding like rabbits in their hidey holes back on the other side of the sea, so that they can once again spring forth with a new batch of trash, intent on killing me. These slave slingers came back from routing a course. They just need to cause me a few more casualties before the end of the battle.
Our enemy have
There's a
lost
whole
the
bunch of their
victory
ships
point.
still out to sea, but I'm not sure if they actually have enough room to land them all, so I may just have to fast forward the rest of the battle. It looks like they have some room to land ships there. This one's glitched out though and just sitting here full of slave slingers. So yeah, I may just have to fast forward through the remainder of this. There is an Illyrian cav out here. I could just take my general and take him out. Okay, we've routed all the Illyrian troops in that vicinity, so we can just pull back and get ready just in case there's another wave. Let's take a ride with my general while I'm finishing this. Hope y'all are enjoying these. I really wanted to get Apollonia invaded on this episode. I guess we're going to start on the next episode, though, because the Ardiaei took so much of my time continuing to fail at their ability to take Ariminum. It'd be interesting if anybody wants to go back and find out how many of the Ardiaei have died attempting to take that city. It might be entertaining. And then maybe compare that with the expected population of men in the area where they came from at that time period, and I'm guessing that it doesn't add up. That's a lot of work, though. I don't really expect you to do all that. But like I said, we'll just finish out this campaign episode with some style here, charging through my own vineyards and destroying them in the effort of war, which is very polite of me. Offense, too. What can I say? I'm a polite fellow. I just want to give these Illyrian cav a warm welcome. Check out my general there wearing the red cape and the gold helmet. That's pretty cool. Should get a nice charge. Let's see what this is. Man, unit cam is pretty cool. I got my men pushing right through them.
Our general is under attack.
General may be under attack. Watch my general die. That would be very, very typical. So, yeah, you can kind of see the Illyrian cav. It is kind of hard to tell which unit's which. My guys have the armor, though. The Illyrian cav doesn't have any breastplates on. So they're the ones being routed there. Looks like we've pretty much destroyed the Illyrian cav. There must be some of them running from me right around here somewhere. Yep, there we go. Alright, so we've routed all the Illyrians. Looks like my general didn't lose any units either. And I'm just going to have to fast forward, and let's throw this into fast forward, see what, if anything, happens. There are 25 minutes left to fast forward, so I'm not going to record it all. HeirofCarthage, signing off for this episode, folks. I will see you back on the campaign map tomorrow, I suppose. Get you some more recordings. See you then.